Hi, I'm Miriam, co-founder and COO of Keto Chow. Check us out at ketochow.xyz.
I'm Chris, also co-founder, president, and the technical guy behind Keto Chow. If you're brand new to Keto Chow, we have a couple products that we created to make doing keto easier. Our main product is a keto meal mix. Anyway, that you can customize to fit the macros that work best for you. We also have some electrolyte supplements that are awesome.
We do this daily live stream to keep you updated with all of our Keto Chow happenings, to help us be accountable, stay on track, and have you with us on our journey. So thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I'm going to have to reword that. Anyway, Heather says good morning.
Hi.
James on says good morning. TC Life says good morning, everyone. Christy says I'm here. Did
Hi,
you see her message?
Yes.
So what Christy Davis has been doing is she's been using, if people are reporting problems with digestion in Keto Chow, she's been having them use beef gelatin, and all those problems go away.
Magic.
So she messaged us this morning and says, I got another one. Yeah. Kyle says, morning all. Nan says, good morning. Good Monday morning. Gwyneth says, good morning, all. Les says, good morning. Holly says, hi. Julia says, morning. Weathers Windy says, hi. Shauna says, good morning, Chris and Miriam. Cindy says, hi. And there's two of those.
I'm sure that's not a hug.
Oh, it's like this. Sorry. Keto Dan says, good morning, everyone. Cassie says, good morning. Snickerdoodle and banana this morning. Liquid banana bread. Yum. Oh, mixed together. That would be good. Christine says good morning, and Peggy says good morning, y'all.
Hi, guys.
When you want to mix two flavors together, there's a couple ways you can do it. Probably the easiest is just mix up both flavors at the same time and then split it in half. That works. Or if you're doing three of them, you could do like two of one flavor and one of another and then split it into thirds. Or you can do half a scoop.
Yep.
You're like, okay. Christine says good morning. Peggy says good morning, y'all. Michelle says good morning. Patty says hi, bears. Elsie Vam says my problem when adding cocoa nibs, dark chocolate plus milk protein isolate was just too much.
I could see that might be. Yeah.
Shauna says hi, Christy. Kelly says good morning, you all. Got my daily minerals last week. Love them. Thank you. So Miriam and I, as you can see, we're fasting.
I got my fasting shirt on.
Let the Hunger Games begin. So this morning I took a tablespoon. I took a small cup with some water in it, put a full tablespoon, a full dose of the daily minerals, took that down, and then drank a bunch of water after it. The only problem I've run into is, okay, so if you haven't seen, this is a test bottle. It looks kind of green. The daily minerals do. When you pour them into the thing, they look kind of green too. It's because of the copper content, which is an important mineral to have. But it makes it green, and it gives it a bit of a coppery flavor. So, which if you're not fasting is usually a fine thing, because if you throw some citrus in there, like some real lemon or something like that, it just goes away. You don't even really taste it, depending on how sensitive you are.
Or how much you're having.
Or how much you're having.
If you have a whole tablespoon, you're still probably going to taste it.
But a lot of people will do like a teaspoon 3 times during the day.
Which is so not hard. That's what I do pretty much.
Okay. See, I just wanted to get out of the way and then move on to licking a giant salt rock. But, I just wanted to move on. Anyway, Patty says, is the base mix 1/3 of daily requirements per serving? So that's talking about the base powder. The base powder is it's everything that's in Keto Chow without the protein or sweetener or flavor, and it's the same 1/3 of your daily nutrients except for the protein and the fat. So you would need to mix that with a suitable protein powder and a suitable fat. But yeah, Peggy says having vanilla with a little peanut butter in it right now. Nice.
Ooh, that sounds good.
I know a lot of people that will put the powdered peanut butter into the vanilla. I really like it. Some people ask if we're ever going to do just a peanut butter flavor. It's like, probably not. Oh, and Matt says, nice nerdy
flour.
Anatomy of a pew.
Yeah.
I like the magic dust.
Magic dust.
And the metal
Magical
holdy
dust.
thing. Yeah. Holly's husband got this for me. Or maybe it was Holly. I don't know. Elsie Vamp says, very happy this spicy taco is on sale. So, in case you didn't
Speaking of what's on sale this week, it's spicy taco.
That's
we got it
right.
in stock.
So, let's see if I scroll.
For the winter. And it's good because I'm freezing.
Scroll.
Today.
Here it is. Flavor of the week, spicy taco. So, it was out of stock, and it is back in stock, and it's what's on sale this week. So, it's 10% off. There you go. Let's see. Keto Go Lightly says, good morning again, Chris. Miriam, did you have a good nap?
I slept for like 2 hours.
I wish I slept for 2 hours.
You could do that if you wanted to.
Well, so this morning I had to get up and post what flavor was on sale.
Mm-hmm.
And
the kids
I also had to take Ruth and Kate to school. And then I actually asked Max, I'm like, Max, aren't you supposed to be leaving soon? He's like, I'm still on quarantine until tomorrow. It's like, oh yeah, that's right.
I know. I actually yelled down the stairs. I'm all, if anybody's still here, don't turn on the alarm. I'm here. And then Max is like, I'm here. Oh yeah,
Poor
I forgot.
kid.
I'm ready for a new week. I'm ready for regular life again.
I just hope he doesn't get behind. So when I was in 8th grade, I got chicken pox. Actually, my parents and my little brother and I, just the 4 of us, went to San Diego on a vacation. And like the day I got back, I got chicken pox.
Oh, so you did vacation and then
I was gone out for
illness.
2 weeks.
Dang.
I never caught back up in my algebra class. I had to repeat that class the next year.
Dang.
Because I just never. The rest of the year I just got terrible grades, and then I just took in
probably
algebra.
just didn't care.
Well, I don't know. I just never. I didn't put forth the effort, and so when our children do the same thing, I'm like, oh. It's the things that we don't like about ourselves that annoy us most in other people, right?
Yes.
Julie says that she does the shot of
nice.
Daily Minerals.
I've done it. I just don't like it.
Okay. Different. Yeah, you can do it however works best for you, right? Dr. Y says, good morning.
Good morning.
Mari Ellen says, good morning. Keto Dana says, I bought a gallon water bottle on Amazon yesterday with a straw, hoping it will keep me more on track with my water intake.
Nice.
If I get the daily mineral drops, how much would I add to a gallon of water?
A tablespoon.
It depends on if you want the day's dose in that gallon of water, or if you want it in a smaller amount so that you don't have to taste it. I don't know. It's just.
But you could put some lemons and limes in there.
Keto Go Lightly says that she likes. Well, I guess I just call her Holly. Says she likes the salt rock. This is one that I got when we went to the Redmond Real Salt Mine, and there's a little piece that wants to break off right here.
Just put your mouth on it.
Yeah. Well, it's got some veins of not quite as pure salt. Shauna says, vacation countdown in 5 days. Keto Chow samples have been delivered to my destination. Lori says, morning, folks. How long have you been fasting?
16 hours.
That long.
3 minutes. You may have started a couple minutes before me.
This is set to 5 p.m.
Oh, I went at 5:11.
Oh, okay. Linda says, I added beef gelatin to my warm shake and it clumped. Any suggestions on how to smooth it out? So if you're going to add it like that, you have to be using a blender.
Mixing it, right?
Yeah, so if it's clumped like that,
I'd just take the clumps out and eat the rest.
it's true. Well, and you have to let it bloom if you're not using a blender, which is where you add it to cold water and let it do its thing, and then you can mix it in. Yeah, at this point, you actually might. Actually, I don't even know why I'm saying. Heat it up. It'll melt the gelatin, and it'll be delicious.
And then you can mix it again with a blender or immersion blender.
Yep. Yeah, just heat it up.
Try that.
That'll be the best way to do it. Chrissy says, I'm going to try adding peanut butter to strawberry today. Ooh, that would be good. And then she says, I need spicy taco. Don't add peanut butter to spicy taco. I don't think that would work. Heather says it got cold here, too. It was dang cold here.
Well, it's not that cold. It just feels cold. I also have wet hair, so.
Shauna, a year ago today, ordered her first starter bundle.
Aww.
And my life changed for the better since.
Nice.
Julie said I made salted caramel with browned butter. Yum. Yvette says, Juliet, I don't know why I read Yvette, says, getting my minerals tomorrow. Mimi says, good morning. Couldn't add myself for the fast. How long you're fasting for? So we're going 72 hours.
Yep. But you can start whenever and go for whenever.
That's true. Well, and Robert Siwas, I think you were telling me about this.
I watched it, last night.
He said, if you start and you have to stop, you've already won.
Because you started.
I
thought that was really nice. I'm like, oh. Because that means you did something. You worked hard.
And he's hosting it, and his wife, who is nursing, is not fasting.
She's not fasting because she's breastfeeding.
Yeah. Miriam was either pregnant or breastfeeding.
Forever.
It was like 8 years.
No, it was like 5 years.
It was a long time.
It was a long time.
Well, because we do
I didn't fast for a long time.
Even before we started keto, our whole lives, we've always done a religious monthly fast on the first Sunday of the month. And so I was always fasting by myself because you can fast.
Yep.
I remember that first time you were like,
suck the life out of you.
Hey, I can fast again.
Wow,
I can take cold medicine. What the heck? Maitreya suggested using an immersion blender or a regular blender. I've had clumps before, so I'm guessing I've seen people suggest reheating it. There you go. Diane says, good morning, everyone. I just finished my chocolate peanut butter shake, and it was so good.
Nice.
Withers Wendy said, I had a similar experience. We started a section in algebra. When we'd gone on a family vacation for the introduction to the section, I was so lost on the material when I got back. See, nowadays I have things like Khan Academy and things like that. I had to completely relearn how to do all of that stuff when our oldest got in.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I couldn't even remember how to like divide fractions.
I don't want to remember.
So
that's your job. I'll just have the babies.
When Mr. Incredible on The Incredibles 2 is like, why would they change math? It's like, oh man.
What?
And I understand the new math. I understand what they're trying to do because they're trying to teach you to be able to solve the problem in a non-linear way, to break it down into blocks that you can then use to solve the problem, sometimes even in your head.
Which makes sense because then if you learn it this way and that way, whatever way you get it, makes,
Yeah.
It gives you another opportunity to figure it out.
If I subtract 4, well, it's divisible by 10. Hey, and then I can do that in my head and then just add 4 on the end. But
it's just hard.
Yeah. Maitreya says, I am thrilled to see Spicy Taco back in stock. Did you see how fast raspberry cheesecake went? Yes, we were not expecting it to be going that fast. And we had it on order, and I had to contact the people that do the manufacturing. I'm like, yeah, we need the raspberry cheesecake to be restocked like right away. So, anyway,
because we're out of stock right now.
Are we out of stock now?
Yeah, we're
crap.
Out.
Okay.
Raspberry cheesecake is out.
Julie said had drop biscuits yesterday. What's a favorite recipe with taco?
There's a lot of taco recipes.
So broadcast them, I think.
There's a couple of different chili recipes that are really good with taco.
So on the page that announces it, you click on the recipes. Boom. Here's all the ones that specifically are using
that spicy tamale pie is so
Oh, that
good.
one's nuts. Especially if you use the one-on-one flavor cornbread flavor.
Yes.
You made this cauliflower rice.
Cauliflower rice last week.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was part of Miriam's making all the stuff that doesn't have nut stuff.
Nuts
this has
that has almond flour, I think.
Yes, it does have almond flour, so you can have
I could just make the bottom part, the filling.
You could. Well, and you made a bunch of cool stuff, but yeah, and this crockpot taco soup is also really good.
Really good. Mm-hmm.
The nacho chips are also really good.
The fajita soup is really good. We could have
that one is. Well,
Yum.
Couldn't have it right now.
Does it have milk in it?
Well, because we're not eating.
Oh, you're right. We're not eating. I mean, like Thursday we could have it.
That's right. Let's see. Oh, and to that point, let's see. Let me go back. Desktop. Go back. Okay. One thing to note about the spicy taco and the other savory flavors, they're not the same as the sweet flavors.
Yes. So they have that beef bone broth taste. It's like the kind of that
Kind of roasted bone
flavor. And so if you don't like bone broth, you will not like them.
Yeah, so if you've never tried it before, please grab a sample first. Because, yeah, it is dairy-free, it has no sweetener, and it is loaded with beef bone broth protein. But, yeah, we don't want people to get a big bag and then go, oh, what do I do with this? Well, you can make chaffles, but... Kyle says, you guys are killing them, having them stare at recipes 18 hours into a fast.
Well, we're not hungry yet, because we don't usually eat till... I don't know, lunchtime anyway, so this is a normal day. Yeah. It'll be tomorrow when we're...
Yeah, as of right now, this is just like normal, although I totally woke up with a headache.
Oh, I went to bed with a headache. I actually got up and put a salt rock in my mouth and went back to bed.
So Dave says, so making my keto chow just got interesting. I fell off the top of a U-Haul ramp and broke my wrist in 2 places.
David,
Crap.
That's so sad. I'm sorry.
That is...
I'll make it for you.
Heather says, Miriam, I have stuck with no peanut butter. Good job.
I've stuck with no dairy and no nuts.
Kyle says, Blenderman Game Changer has helped me prep several days in advance. Nice. And Dave says, left wrist. Oh, I'm assuming you're right-handed, so at least there's that. Cindy says, what do you eat, drink when fasting?
Water.
Water, salt,
daily
electrolytes, daily minerals, fasting drops.
I actually take the magnesium drops every night anyway, so I'll still take those.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone. He's going to say something, but I don't know what it is. So I hope everybody's having a good day. Happy Monday. Way to get on, take the week. Oh, yeah.
This stuff is nuts.
It's the seasoned salt, the Redmond seasoned
Redmond
salt.
organic seasoned salt.
Read what's the ingredients.
Well, okay, so it's got... Where the heck are the ingredients?
Somewhere. I believe in you. You can find them.
Ancient sea salt, organic garlic, organic onion, organic coriander, organic mustard, organic celery seed, organic black pepper, organic paprika, organic turmeric, organic parsley. That's a lot of organics. Okay, so what you do, this stuff, it doesn't have any calories, and I think it's fine.
It is technically...
It technically does have calories.
Have calories.
But you put a little bit of this into hot water, stir it around.
And it kind of tastes like chicken broth.
It tastes exactly like chicken broth. Joe and Rachel keyed us into this, and it's nuts.
I do that a lot as a bridge when I am feeling snacky.
Yeah. If I'm starting to feel like, you know what, maybe I'm going to stop the fast, I'm kind of like,
Are you feeling hangry?
Yeah, I'm feeling hangry.
Thinking about food.
This stuff is fantastic. And Dave, yeah, I hope you heal soon. L3D says good morning. Shauna says, yeah, I hope you heal fast soon. Dave Thomas is correct. Yeah, he's right-handed. Gwyneth says, I started a 7-day Keto Chow challenge this weekend. Wish me luck. Well, good luck. Nice. In the second, I'll get to what I'm doing. Shauna says, Miriam, I've consumed all the nuts you have not eaten.
Oh, thank you.
Heather loves the seasoned salt. Shauna says, I'm bringing a bottle of that with me on vacation.
Nice.
Well, there's when he says that Redmond seasoned salt is delicious. For the longest time, they had it out. It wasn't in stock.
Yeah, we just got a big one, and we have probably like 4 little ones.
Yeah. Maitreya says, I love that seasoned salt. What do you do with it? Put it on and in it and everything. So we just mix it up with hot water and microwave that and drink it when we're doing a fast.
Yeah, we actually put it on a lot of stuff when we're cooking too.
I am going to be making use of it coming up most of October. Well, let's see. Holly says, oh, that's a great idea. I love the Redmond seasoned salt, garlic salt, all their salts. CPC says hello. And Holly says, I like the seasoned salt. Add extra salt to it. There you go. So, here's what I'm doing. Resources, blog post. In case you didn't know that I'm crazy, I'm crazy. So this is an experiment that I am going to be starting on the 5th. So next Monday, I'm going to be eating just Keto Chow for 4 weeks. And it's doing so Dave Feldman wanted to do
Chris starts talking about experiments, I fall asleep.
Dave wanted to do an experiment where because a lot of people, when they talk about lowering cholesterol, they say, well, what you need to do is replace saturated fat with mono and polyunsaturated fat, and they usually recommend extra virgin olive oil for the replacement. So he wanted to see what the different fats would do, specifically a saturated fat like butter and extra virgin olive oil. The big problem with extra virgin olive oil is it has a very strong flavor, like really strong. Things like, light tasting olive oil isn't as bad, and avocado oil is actually really fine. And butter just tastes amazing.
Butter's just the
so
best all the way
on
around.
Saturday, I tried mixing up Keto Chow with the extra virgin olive oil just to do a sanity check. And yes, I am completely insane to do this. Here's a picture I took on Friday. This is what I'm going to be eating for 4 weeks. I'm actually just going to use part of the second bottle of extra virgin olive oil. I need 2.2 liters to do the whole thing. And I'm going to need 5.8 pounds of butter. So I'll use 1.5 of these. I'm going to be eating a can of that salmon a day to give me some extra protein.
He's gonna be so sick of salmon.
Maybe, I don't know. But the thing about it is I'm going to be using the seasoned salt. I actually tried it on Friday. I'm like,
Did you heat it up?
No, I just ate it straight out of the can. It was warm.
Because it was in the car?
Because it was in the warehouse. And I just, anyway, so I throwing a bunch of salt on that seems to work really well. But yeah, it's a double crossover in that I'm going to be doing a week with extra virgin olive oil, then a week with butter, then a week with extra virgin olive oil, then a week with butter to see if the blood tests have the same results. That's a long list of blood tests. I'm also going to be getting a CGM, which we should find out if that's at the pharmacy.
Oh, yeah, we should.
And, yeah. Shauna says, ew, straight out of the can, salmon? Yeah. Well, honestly, I think it's fine. Let's see.
Good, because you're doing it.
Let's see what everybody said about me being crazy. And again, this isn't the sort of thing that we recommend to people to do. I'm just doing it because I want to get some interesting scientific data. Let's see. Shauna says I found some on Amazon when Redmond was out of stock. Let's see. Heather said, have fun with that, Chris. Kathy says, good morning. Stampin says, love the experiments. Carla says, I use the seasoned salt broth when I'm sick, too. It helps with nausea.
Yeah, for sure.
There you go. Ellen Stampy says, hello from Alabama with a banjo on your knee.
Yeah.
And Dion Yep, says, hi from Kansas.
Oh,
Sean says, eat it straight out of the can. Yep. Well, it is, it's skinless and boneless, although there were a couple bones in there. But when they can it and they pressure it, anyway, it's, even if you get bones, your body just dissolves them.
Victoria says, good morning and happy Monday. Hi, Victoria.
Yeah. Holly says, my list of blood tests was longer. Yeah, but I'm going to be getting this 5 times. And it's going to cost a lot, too. Matreya said, it sounded fine to me until the warm from the warehouse was added. I was thinking about tuna from the can. Yeah, well, Shauna says, if it works if you like it. There you go.
Yeah.
Victoria says, is the seasoned salt the one from Redmond? Yes.
Yes.
Dion says, I fasted from 3 p.m. yesterday to now. Have to have a Keto Chow. Had to have a Keto Chow shake. Okay. David says CGMs are great. I use one.
Nice.
And hopefully it's the Freestyle Libre 2. The 2 is different from the 1 in that it has one extra number. And it has Bluetooth built in, so you don't have to tap the device to it. It just reads it. So the one thing that I noticed is if I got more than 8 hours of sleep using the original Freestyle Libre, I'd wake up in the morning, tap it, and there would be a gap because it only holds 8 hours of data at a time.
Well, that never happens.
It happened quite a few times, actually. Elsie Vamp says, chocolate Keto Chow and olive oil. Yeah, I know. Did you know spicy taco is on sale? It might taste better with extra virgin olive oil. And I'm actually...
I could not do taco for a whole month.
I don't think I could do taco for a whole month.
I could do chocolate.
Chocolate I can do for a whole month. I don't think I'm going to get bored of chocolate. I've done it for 2 weeks straight before.
You'll get bored of the extra virgin olive oil. I can tell you that.
Well, it's the...
And the salmon.
It's the weeks of butter that are going to give me the light at the end of the tunnel.
As soon as you're done with this, let's go to Red Lobster and get some salmon, okay?
Why would I get salmon? They have crab. Anyway, Patty said, I would eat salmon or sardines straight out of the can. I eat smoked herring, the Kippert snack, straight out of the can, too.
I still haven't ever tried those.
I love the Costco canned fish, just not tuna. Gives me heartburn. Holly says, I eat tuna right out of the can, too. See? So do I. Shauna says, Chris, another middle name for Chris Pedantic, nerd tech guy bear. There you go. Maria says, good morning from so far away, South Jordan.
Yeah. Maria.
David says, even off all the diabetes meds, I use a Dexcom G6.
Nice.
That is fantastic.
So awesome.
Patty says, I used to eat canned tuna. I would sprinkle lemon pepper seasoning in it. David said, it doesn't lose any info. Well, that's the thing. The Libre is crazy cheap, especially if you're paying for it out of pocket.
Which we are.
Yeah. Maria says, what's a CGM? It's a continuous glucose monitor. So it has, you install it on the back of your arm. It has a little plastic tube, and it pulls the fluid that's in between your cells and looks to see how much glucose is in there. And it's like pricking your finger every 5 minutes, but you don't have to prick your finger every 5 minutes. And so you're able to see the trends. For people who are type 1 diabetic or even type 2 diabetic,
it's a lifesaver.
Game changer. It's amazing.
Because you can get all the data on your phone. So our friend across the street has a CGM, and she's got her...
She's type 1.
Yeah, she's type 1. She's got her app on her husband's phone and her phone. And so he'll be at work and see if she's too high or too low, and can call her and make sure she's okay.
The low events are the ones that are really bad for
That's
type
scary,
1.
Yeah,
because they'll just pass out. And so, yeah, I'm just using it for science, not so much because I'm diabetic.
Because we don't really
I'm
need
not
it.
diabetic. I was diagnosed with metabolic syndrome, which is what my other doctor
high
used.
blood pressure too.
TC Slice says, I have canned smoked oysters I'm working up to trying. Victoria said, I took a drink of the lemon meringue Keto Chow that I was able to score from the Keto Chow Marketplace Facebook group. Yowza, this is by far the most amazing one I've had yet. And it is coming. She said, cannot wait for the big bags. I will be stocking up. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Dave says it doesn't hurt to install. Yeah, putting the CGM in, it actually hurts more pulling it off with the sticky stuff than it does to put it in. Because it stays. It's on this spring-loaded thing.
Even feel like
it's smacking on the back of your... you push it onto the back of your arm, and it just... Ta-ting!
Yeah, you don't even feel
it's just like, okay, I guess that's done.
You just notice there's something there.
Yep. Holly says, that's good to know. I just got a prescription from my doctor this week and is planning on getting one. I have to pay for it out of pocket. There you go. Mm-hmm. Sandra says, my husband has it. Agree. Game changer. Dave says, mine sends alert to family. Yeah. And up until recently... So there were continuous glucose monitors, but they were way more expensive, and they weren't integrated with stuff. And I don't know if in the U.S. they have it yet, but in the U.K. and in Europe and stuff, you can pair a continuous glucose monitor with an insulin pump. And it basically, you now have an artificial pancreas.
Yeah, but it's still fairly new, so they probably don't have it here.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
But isn't that cool? Like, that's so cool.
Holly says, mine is for informational purposes. I'm not diabetic. It is really interesting to eat stuff and see how it affects your glucose.
Yeah, I couldn't believe how much my blood sugar changed without any food.
Yeah, well, just driving with a teenager.
Yep. Just driving with my kid in the car.
You'll wake up in the morning and it'll go up and then it'll go down. But and a lot of people will use CGMs and stuff like that. They'll try keto products that use sweetened fibers, like the Franz bread or the Aldi bread. And it says keto, and it's like, and you eat it, and it goes whoop. So, but it also depends on the person. Stamping in Dixie says 25 down since July 1st.
Wow, awesome!
Dennis says, open can smoked oysters outdoors.
That's probably a good idea.
Shauna says, Chris, what's on your shirt? It's the anatomy of a pew.
Mine's cooler.
There's the metal holdy thingy and the freedom seed. Let's see. Dave says, I agreed with getting it off. Mine is on my abdomen. There you go. Holly says, stamping in Dixie, way to go. David says, Dexcom does with pump. Oh, okay, cool. There you go.
Yeah.
Sandra says, we cover his with a patch. It keeps it from bumping and dislodging it. Great for the pool.
Oh, yeah, the little patches that have a hole in it or whatever.
Rebecca says, I'm just now starting. Well, welcome.
Nice.
Shauna says, I love that freedom seed. And there's the magical dust. Well, magical fire dust. There you go.
Magical fire dust.
All right. Well, let's go to work. What do you say?
Sure.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. We'll be here again tomorrow in the morning, and then we also have our Tuesday night live stream. That'll be at 7:30 p.m. Mountain, which is 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 8:30 p.m. Central, and 6:30 p.m. Pacific. So there we go. Have a great day.